I received a request from Michele to make a book for her friend Jenna, who was starting her breast cancer survival journey. And it was the first request that I'd received of that kind. I was a little bit scared at first. I didn't know what I wanted to do as far as to make a project like that. I gave it some thought. I did a little research, and finally I came up with a bit of an idea of how I wanted to put a book like this together and make a journal for Jenna to chronicle her story of breast cancer survival. So Jenna, this book is for you from Michele. I really hope you like it. Let me take you through it to show how it works, and hopefully you'll get a lot of use out of it. So first up, this, as you can see, is the cover of the book. It is your story about being a survivor. I've attached a couple of charms here that I like. It's a journal, so I put a little key and a locket. Wings are featured throughout the book because I think that's part of what you'll need through your journey. And I just love this little tassel just for the effect. You will also notice that another motif that you will see throughout the entire book are butterflies. So I have butterflies everywhere. To me, butterflies symbolize a bit of a metamorphosis, changing from something like a caterpillar into a butterfly. In my head, this is what your journey is a little bit about, changing from something that you didn't necessarily want into something even more beautiful. So this is your little tassel on the side here. You can add more things to it if you like by attaching to this ring. And then this is the back cover of the book, which I just love this inspirational quote. You'll see quotes like this throughout. Smile bigger, laugh louder, hug longer, and love greater. So let's get into your book. And hopefully I can keep this all in frame. First, the closure is quite simple. I didn't want it too fussy, and it's just an elastic band that you can release. And then that opens Jenna's journal. Then as you open the first page, you will see that the book is set up in kind of these monochromatic tones throughout. So we are going to start with the darker tones in the very first stages of the book. And the book is expected to chronicle the different stages of your journey. So to start your journey, it's important that you tell a little bit of your story. So you start that story here. There's a little space where you can add a photo, anything you like. You can journal a little bit here. And of course, it's all about Jenna. And then this opens up in a couple of different ways. And I'll try to keep this in frame, I'm sorry. So there's a space here for photos or journaling. These little labels are not permanently stuck down. They are stuck with repositionable adhesive so that you can lift them up, pop a photo underneath, and replace them. Then right here in the center, you've got a couple of things you can do. Little inspirational message, do your best. It is enough. And then that pops down to show a little butterfly and a little space for journaling with the butterfly. And then throughout the book, you're going to have these little journals, which are handmade for you. And you can just open them up and you can add photos to them. Or you can put additional pictures inside of them, if I can get that open so you can see it. And then at the very back of each one, you have a little bit of an inspirational message. I'm no angel, but I've spread my wings a bit. I like that one. I think that's more about me than it is about you. But hopefully you like that. So that's one first fold out here. And then that folds out again here, like that. And then again, you have some photo mats here, which you can slide from beneath the acetate, and you can put photos and whatever you want. Then this opens up again here, and you have a Julie Nutting doll, and I decided not to color her. I just wanted to use paper piecing and put her there, and you can do whatever you like with her. And then stuck behind her is a little tag which you can remove and do whatever you want with. On the other side, is another photo mat, giving you a little bit more room for photos or journaling, however you like. And then hopefully you can see a little bit of that spread. It's hard to get it all in frame. So throughout your journal, you'll see these little labels just giving you little inspirational messages. And I view these ones as little messages from Michele herself, you know, of what she thinks of you. So I hope you really like that. Let me fold this all back up like that. Close it. And that's just page 1. Moving on to the second page, we're trying to get into the phases of what you might experience as a someone who's going through their breast cancer journey. So this first page is about your diagnosis, and of course we're all praying for you. And then my intent here is to take you through the 5 stages of diagnosis. So first up might be a bit of denial. I know when we all don't get a message we want, there's a bit of an element of that sometimes. Next, anger, you know, and then bargaining, and then depression. And you may think that these messages are somewhat somber, but I wanted this journal to be realistic as to chronicle what you may be going through. That last stage is acceptance, and that gets you started really on your journey into moving forward and conquering it. What you'll also see throughout your journal is these tags which I've made for you, and they are just stamped with a simple message on front: you're loved, and then on the back you can stick a photo, or you can include a little journaling sheet, whatever you'd like. There's room, of course, behind the tag for more photos. And then this is just another tag for you to do whatever you like with. This book is really all about you, so I hope that you have a lot of fun with it. Next, we go on to another stage. And this one may actually come a little bit later in your journey, but I've put it here. And it's about losing your hair, which doesn't sound like fun, but I'm hoping that you can chronicle both the ups and downs of that. And you have a little tag here, and there's nothing really on it but saying bloom. I didn't want to overwhelm everything with stamping and die cuts, and give you a little room to express yourself. Then there's a little book here which you can write or put photos, and it says beautiful, lovely, and I hope you feel that way about yourself regardless of what's going on top of your head. And a great message from Michele: be brave. Next, we have the little, I'm sorry, I can't even speak today. We have a photo mat and it's a rather ornate one, for you to put a beautiful photo front and back as you see fit. I've doubled it up so it's fairly stiff and should stay put as you want it. And then lastly, we have another of those little journals, and this one says hope, and the message in the back of this one reads: there shall be wings, if the accomplishments not be for me, 'tis for some other, by Leonardo da Vinci. So, inspirational messages throughout. I'm going to set these aside so we can continue to move through the video. I'm already at 9 minutes, but the next section here, once some of that hair is gone, you might need a new wig. So we're hoping you have a little bit of fun with picking out your wig. It's your life. Go ahead and be brave. And then it opens up again this way. You can go for a sweet look, always remembering that you're choosing happy. This is not supposed to be there. We're going to liberate this paper clip. Always remembering you're choosing happy. This is a space for a little bit of a sultry photo. You can try different looks. And then right at the back here, Always remember you're great because you're smoking hot, no matter what kind of wig you're going to end up choosing. Again, hello lovely. And then here the message reads, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over. And of course you have more butterflies. With the message, she made broken look beautiful and invincible. I'm going to close that up. Okay. Moving on to the next page, which is